everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey for February. And I did start talking about it in the last video, so this is vlog number 2. But the last video I kind of mentioned a little bit because I was late in getting the video out to you guys. So I think we were, I don't know, maybe we were quite near the end of Feb, I think. Actually, yeah, we were quite near the end of Feb. So we have now finished Feb and we're in March. So what I want to say is, how did it go? And the answer is, it didn't go that well, to be honest, and I'm a little bit upset about it. But we live and we learn. So what happened? In February, I lost £1. What is it, 28 days? 28 days it was in February this year, and I've lost £1. That's shocking, really, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Now, let me just explain what happened. I didn't cheat. I promise you, I didn't cheat when it came to all my rules that I set for myself. So January we had no takeaway, no alcohol and no fizzy drinks, although we have allowed ourselves one day at the end of each month as a little treat day where we can have one little thing. Okay, so I think maybe at the end of Jan we had, from what I remember, one little alcoholic drink with some Coke or something like that. February did the same, but I also cut out crisps, and I haven't had one crisp since the end of January. So what happened was, the first 2 weeks of February I was like, I can do this. I'm not having crisps. I'm doing really well. But I wasn't doing well at all, because what I was finding myself doing was going into the cupboard and eating more chocolate. And chocolate is my biggest problem. And so I decided, and I did say this in my last vlog, I decided that I was going to eliminate chocolate bars and chocolate biscuits. But I was going to allow myself chocolate ice cream, hot chocolate, or like a chocolate puddingy thing. And the reason for that is because chocolate ice creams, we only get like 1 or 2 boxes between the whole family, and you get, I don't know, 4 in each box. So we've usually got about 8 ice creams, and once they're gone, they're gone. And you know, I don't get them until I do another big shop. Chocolate puddings, and what I mean by that is, like, I don't know, a chocolate brownie or a chocolate a chocolate chip cookie, something like that. I don't often make puddings, so I'm making it hard for myself. I've told myself I can have chocolate, I just have to make the pudding. But a lot of the time I'm tired, or I don't have the capacity or there's a child attached to my hip, so it doesn't happen. And hot chocolate, I have had a few hot chocolates, but it doesn't seem to be my absolute go-to thing, but it does definitely work. I can't remember what they're called, options. The options chocolate, hot chocolate, are really quite good. And I think in Slimming World, when I was doing Slimming World, it was one of the ones that they said you could have as a treat. So that's the whole chocolate situation, and that kind of happened at the last 2 weeks of the month of February. And so I'm thinking, oh, you know, crisps have been eliminated, chocolate's been eliminated, now I am doing so well. And I lost £1. Now the thing is, I have not been on the scales each week. And I was going on the scales each week for January, and I think that it actually helps me more. I didn't think it would, but it actually helps me on a Monday to just weigh in, find out what I am, and then I can just work hard for that week and just do it like a week at a time. I was thinking, oh, I'll just do the whole month, just keep plodding on, and then I'll get a lovely surprise at the end of the month. And I didn't. I got the worst surprise of my life. I was like, no, I've hardly eaten anything of the stuff that is all the yummy, naughty, you know, really bad for you stuff. And I'm pleased that I'm not eating that, because it is junk. It's absolute junk. A lot of it's just poison for your body. And I know that. But the problem is they make it taste so good, don't they? And you're just like, I want some. and it's just really hard because it's all around you. Um, well, I mean, it's good because my husband's been on the same page as me, so that has helped. But it doesn't matter where you go. It's just still there. All the yummy, good food, not good food, but tastes good food. So anyway, that's that. So I'm now, what am I? 18 stone, 11 pounds. It's a loss. It's not a big loss, but it is a loss. So we're counting our little victories, even the small ones. And I think I figured out what's gone wrong, because at the end of the day, if I don't figure out what I've been eating, because clearly something's going wrong, if I'm eliminating all that junk that I've been eating for a long time now, for years, why have I only lost £1 in 28 days? And I think what's happened is, I know what's happened, I have again gone to other rubbishy foods, and they're not necessarily rubbishy, but like, for example, bread, toast. My new little thing at the minute has been toast with butter and marmalade. Now, I thought, it can't be as bad as a chocolate bar or two, a bit of bread. And I like real butter. I'm not a massive fan of margarine because it just feels like I'm putting plastic butter on my bread. I know there is slightly better marg out there, and I need to investigate which ones, to use. But I do like real butter, but it is more fatty. And I'm aware that the last time I went to the doctors, they said that my cholesterol was quite high, so I've got to be really careful of that. And saying that, actually, I did have a pot of cream as well. So I was doing really yummy pastas and stuff. So a lot of carbs, bread, toast, bread, sandwiches, pasta, pizza. I mean, pizza's not great, but it wasn't a takeaway. It was just a pizza from, the fridge. And it's just, I seem to be like taking one thing out and then just replacing it with something else that's not great. So it's a little bit frustrating, really. And I don't want to, this diet was to just see if I could eliminate, as much of the bad stuff as possible, which is why I've gone cold turkey with a lot of that, because I can't just keep having nibbly bits, because I'll just keep going back and having more. So that's worked really well, just taking out stuff. But what I've got to teach myself and my brain is that I don't need, 4 slices of marmalade toast every day or something like that. It's not been that bad, but it's just been a lot of carbs. And I think I just felt like, I'm running low on like energy, so I need some carbs to pick me up. And you do need carbs, but a lot of the carbs that I've been having have not been great. And what I would like to do going forward is try and focus on carbohydrates that are, actually from the ground. Potatoes, sweet potatoes. I need to do some research on other bits and bobs, but I think that would be really helpful for me to stick with like vegetables that have got carbs in, that are still going to give me the energy that I need. And we have been doing that. We've got some potatoes, and we've been kind of making our own homemade chips, which have been wonderful. They're amazing. Much nicer actually than like McDonald's chips. But yeah, so that's where I've been going wrong. And the other thing I want to do, so what the first thing, right, rules for March, going forward, rules for March. We are going to cut back on carbs. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. I know that I want to put, more vegetables in me, the carby vegetables, rather than the pasta and the pizza and the bread and the sandwiches. I'm going to change that up. But I also want to drink more water. It's a very fancy glass, isn't it, for just some water. We got these off of eBay. Very nice glasses, like a goblet. But I have been drinking more water, and one of the reasons is it will fill me up. So that whole thing of I need food to really fill me up and carbs are going to do that for me, I'm thinking if I can drink more water, that's going to like trick my brain into thinking I'm not actually that hungry. But also water is really good for your skin, isn't it? And I keep getting, there's one little spot here. I mean, I don't have great skin. I never have had really good skin, but I don't help myself because I'm not drinking enough water. And I know that it's good for your skin, it's good for your overall health, isn't it? and this is what I would like to add to my list of new things, new changes. And I've been drinking quite a lot today actually, so it's definitely helping. But yeah, so pulling back on the carbs, drinking more water. Let's see what March brings for us. But yeah, I'm really sorry to say that I haven't done very well at all this month, and yeah, lessons learned. And that's the thing. I thought, I have to say, I did feel like giving up. I'm like, oh, it's February, and I've just failed. Like, well, not failed, but I haven't done very well at all. Um, and I was thinking I could just delete these videos and take them off and pretend that I'm not even doing a weight loss journey and just go back to the old me. But then I was thinking, what's the point in that? You know, for 2 months I've taken all this stuff away, and I'm pleased that I've been able to stick to that. So I've just got to keep learning and keep trying to balance things out more and not be tempted by the stuff that I think my brain is telling me I want, but actually I don't necessarily want it, if you see what I mean. I definitely don't need it. My body doesn't need it, but my brain's saying you need pasta, you need toast, you need with marmalade. So yes, this is what has happened, and I just thought, do you know what? I don't want to be a quitter. I don't want to stop. I want to be able to do this whole year, get to December, and really feel a lot better about myself. I want to be able to have a lot more energy. And the thing is, we are planning on booking a holiday. We haven't done it yet. I don't know when, but August, September time. And this body's going to come out, and it's quite worrying. That this body is going to make an appearance in a swimsuit. I don't even own a swimsuit anymore. I threw it away because it was so old, and I mean, it doesn't fit me anymore because I'm more overweight than what it was when I had it. It was always very tight, and I just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I didn't have the guts to go and like buy, not guts, that's the wrong kind of word, but I didn't want to go and buy a swimsuit that was any bigger than than what I had, because it was just quite depressing. So I thought, I'm going to try and squeeze into it, and then it got to the point where the material started perishing. It was really old, and I thought, no, I'm going to throw it away. And I haven't been swimming for a long time. But the problem is, you know, when you go away on holiday, you want to go. I mean, the kids are going to be expecting me to be in the pool, and I want to be in there with them. And you don't want it to be this weight issue, that holds me back from enjoying family life. And it really does get debilitating sometimes. It really, you know, I'm like, oh, I can't stand my body, don't want to look at it, you know, hide it, put a great big baggy cardigan over. I'm constantly wearing baggy clothes. I don't even like the clothes that I wear. I'm wearing leggings all the time, which I'm fed up with. So yeah, like just stretchy, comfortable clothes, but generally I like to wear really baggy things over the top. So all of that, I'd really love to be able to change my clothes in the future and feel a lot more comfortable about, you know, my actual body in the clothes. So yes, I'm going to stick with it, and you may see more of these months where it just goes a little bit wrong, but I'm going to keep it real, because at the end of the day, I'm a human being, and I think all of you lot are probably human beings as well. So you may be struggling along with me, but together we will keep going. So do follow me and spur me on. As I said last time, I would love to spur you on. Let me know in the comments if you're having a go at just trying to lose some weight this year. Yeah, and I'll be your little cheerleader as well. So anyway, thanks for logging in with me today, and I do hope to see you soon in whatever the next video is going to be. But yeah, I hope you're all well, and thank you for watching. Bye.